Hey, this is Dan from The Verge, and I'm here at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, and in front of me I've got what are probably the biggest announcements from the show. I've got Samsung's flagships that were just announced, and then LG's flagship phone that was just announced. These are probably the biggest Android phones of the year, short of Google's own Nexus program, which we'll probably see later in the year. But in front of me I've got Samsung's Galaxy S7 Edge, then the Samsung Galaxy S7, and the LG G5. What's interesting about these is there's a lot of similarities, but then there's a lot of differences where the two companies kind of went different directions with what they're going with. Samsung's obviously, you've got two different sizes. The S7 is a 5.1-inch display, and the S7 Edge has a larger 5.5-inch screen with the curved edges on the sides there, giving it that Edge moniker there. The back is all glass on Samsung's with the metal edges. You can see on both of these devices. Whereas LG has a full metal design all the way around, as opposed to a glass back. There's a couple other differences in the displays themselves. LG has a partial backlight display, LCD, whereas the Samsungs are using their Super AMOLED screens. They're all the same resolutions, Quad HD, of course, and they do all have an always-on component, so when you turn the screen off, you can see you've got always on display for both of them. Samsung's is a bit more advanced. You can do a bit more customization. You can show the clock, you can show calendar, you can show an image. It's full color, obviously, and it's quite a bit brighter. But these make it easier to see the time and notifications and things like that. In terms of build design, the G5 is definitely a little bit smaller than the S7 Edge, but the S7 Edge's curved design really makes it really comfortable to hold. Even though it has such a large display, it really doesn't feel as big as it does when it's in your hand. Samsung's screen is also, frankly, a bit brighter and more brilliant than LG's, but both of them are very sharp screens. LG has a fingerprint scanner on the back. Samsung's is down here at the home button, but they both kind of function the same way. Around back, of course, is the cameras. LG is doing a little bit different of an approach this year. It's got two camera modules. You've got an 8-megapixel camera for wide-angle shots, and then a closer camera with 16 megapixels. And then Samsung's is a single 12-megapixel sensor. It has been newly revamped this year with better low-light performance and a brighter lens. Of course, the other thing that's really different between these two devices is LG's G5 has a modular component. So you can actually take the bottom off of the G5. And here you can swap the battery, you can put in other modules such as an audio enhancement or a camera grip, in addition to just an extra battery, so you can kind of have more flexibility there. Samsung's phone doesn't have a removable battery, but it's got a very large 3600 milliamp hour battery in the Edge model, and it also has quick charging and wireless charging. The G5 has quick charging but no wireless charging on this model. A couple other big differences between them. The Samsungs are water resistant, so you can drop it in some water or get it wet without worrying about damaging your device. And then LG is using a Type-C charging port, whereas Samsung is using micro USB. These devices are going to be probably the most interesting and biggest Android devices this year. You're going to be able to get them very soon. You can pre-order Samsung's right now, and it's expected to hit stores on March 11th. LG's pre-orders are going to be opening up in the near future, and we expect to see that in April. So there you go, that's a quick look at the Samsung Galaxy S7, Galaxy S7 Edge, and the LG G5 here at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. For more, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.